Hey guys, this is Booligan with Airsoft Retreat, BooliganAirsoft.com, and Airsoft Insider Magazine. Today we're taking a long overdue look at a gun pulled straight off of my wall that I get asked a lot of questions about. This is the Well XM8. Now, very few people even remember Well was an airsoft company, but they were, and they still exist, I think, still putting out some guns every now and then. Even fewer people than that realize that they put out an XM8 replica. Now, this features a plastic body, but with a metal gearbox made up to Well's normal quality. So the thing wasn't the best. But at the price that it was a pretty inexpensive replica. And because of that, it actually wasn't terrible. In fact, it was one of the cheapest metal gearbox-equipped XM8s that you could buy. That being said, it didn't look nearly this cool from the factory. It had this kind of awful mustardish colored finish to it. It wasn't very good. The handguard was rubberized, which was nice. So was the top of the stock and the butt pad. The stock adjusts like it should, but you will get your finger pinched in there every time you try to use it. It's got lousy little sling mounts here, and the thing is creaky. So creaky. What I have done with it is I dusted it with some black paint to give it kind of a battle-worn feel, and the trademarks, which normally were not filled in, I have filled in with crayon wax. I just melted a bunch of black crayons in here, so can't really take this thing out into too hot of environments because the trademarks will start melting right off. I also added a small rail here for mounting things, and it uses a 14mm positive muzzle, so my muzzle devices are limited to this funky little can. Inside the gun, the gearbox eventually just kind of gave up the ghost. It stopped working right. So I swapped out a spare version 3 gearbox from an SRC G36C, but in the process of installing it over, I lost semi-auto, and that's okay, because full auto is fun too. I run this thing with an 11.1 volt LiPo battery, and it shoots just fine. It does have Well's terrible white plastic hop-up, which is a G36 style, but I couldn't fit the SRC unit in there because the SRC uses a different feeding tube setup. But the gun is still absolutely compatible with standard Tokyo Marui style magazines, and this is an SRC high cap with a little bit of Velcro at the front to minimize wobble. Overall, I mean, the thing, it looks cool, it shoots okay, but I'm certainly not going to go out and do a ton of skirmishing with it, because if I feel like I'm going to look at it funny, it's going to break in half because it's just so creaky. The plastic is just infinitely plastic. But at the time, at the price, it was pretty much one of the most affordable XM8s that you could get, even if it has some terrible design decisions like this grip that's wrong and a few other things. But overall, it's mine. I've personalized it, and I like it. Looks nice on the wall, even if it doesn't get a lot of use. So hopefully that should answer a lot of your guys' questions on this gun, because I know I get asked about this a lot. Be sure to check out all of my reviews on Booligan Airsoft and Airsoft Retreat, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.